to Rural Route 2. This is going to be a YouTube channel all about our life on Rural Route 2. And I thought I'd start by introducing you to our garden. This is where we spend a lot of time in the summer. We have a couple of gardens. This one is one of our kids, and they decide what they want to plant. There's flowers and vegetables mixed in. Then we have these tomato plants. Today is June the 4th maybe, or 5th, and I planted these tomato plants on February 14th. And I grew them inside on a sunny window, and they seem to have done well. This is my first time putting them in grow bags, which I can link down below. And we just have little bamboo sticks to support them at this time. Our wind is really terrible here, so we've come up with this string line to support the bamboo. That seems to be working. Today isn't too windy. So for tomatoes, we have Romas and Lemon Boys, Big Beef, and San Marzanos. And you can also probably see some pepper plants in there, which we actually do have peppers growing, like this nice big one right there. And then we have marigolds, because I've heard they are good to have with your tomatoes. Keep some of the pests away. We've got some flowers here. Looking forward to seeing what the fruit looks like. We'll probably do updates on this. Now this is another one of the kids' gardens, but we did have a frost a week ago. And as you can see, these zinnias were hit quite bad with the frost, even though they were covered. We're hoping for a recovery. One of the children left this basil out, so it's pretty well done. This was the other basil that was protected. So that's that. We've got some flowers. Gladiolus is growing back here. And then in this half of our main garden, this is what we call our main garden, we have a lot of different flowers. And we'll watch them grow throughout the weeks as well. We have some trellises in our garden, and we found these to be very useful for cucumbers and squash last year. And as you can see, there's the trellises connecting the gardens, and they do grow quite far up the trellis and over to the other side. We have beans starting to pop up along here. We have, let's walk through the garden here. It's very soft. This year we added a lot of chicken manure to our garden and worked it in with a tiller. It's created a very soft environment. Then we have added our mulch, which we did for the first time last year. I found it very helpful in cutting down the work on weeding, but the jury is still out as to whether or not it's good for all the plants. So we're learning. This is part of our journey. That big bag back there was where we kept the mulch over the winter. We just took it off the garden and we put it on there, and then we could mix in our fertilizer, being the chicken poop, this year. We have some more plants here. These guys that were damaged by the frost, but they seem to be making a good recovery. That guy's still Looks like there is some new growth, so he might be okay. We have these soaker hoses here in our garden, which we use. We find they do a good job with watering our plants. You can tell the color, that's an old one. It seems to lose a lot more water than the newer ones, so that's just kind of what we've noticed with those over the past year. Last year was our first year for those as well. Here's some more pepper plants, which you can see we have some growth on there. There's no real reason as to why we've planted some in the garden and some in those grow bags. We're just kind of trial and error over here to see what works and what doesn't work. But overall, we really enjoy the process.
Mommy.
So that is about it for...
So Daddy's gonna go get gas for the car and...
So that is about it for our garden for today. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.